Hello everyone. My name is Joe. Hope you all are doing well. This is a series of videos where we'll discuss questions very similar to Azure AI-102 certification exam questions. We'll go through these questions, discuss in detail each and every option, and figure out the correct one. So if you're preparing for AI-102 certification, feel free to join me in this series of videos. A basic knowledge of Azure AI services will be helpful for you to better understand these questions. To prepare for the certification, I watched one training and it was extremely helpful. Although you can watch any trainings, I would highly recommend this one. I'll provide the link of this training in the description box below. Now to the question. You are setting up an Azure OpenAI resource for a chatbot application using an Azure Resource Manager template. The chatbot is expected to handle a significant volume of queries, approximately 600 requests per minute. You need to configure the Azure OpenAI resource to support 600 requests per minute. How would you adjust the deployment template to meet the requirement? Now here is the ARM template provided. Now let us break down the question. It is regarding an Azure OpenAI resource and we are deploying it using an ARM template. And the chatbot must be able to handle 600 requests per minute. That is the need. 600 requests per minute. And how should we configure this template to meet the requirement? That is the question. And here in the options, you can see count 100, capacity 600, capacity 100, and size 1. Now, this is the ARM template. So in case if you don't know, an ARM template is a JSON file which contains all the Azure resources that has to be deployed. Now here in this template, you can see SKU, the name is standard, and there is one more parameter. So what is SKU? It is the stock keep unit. Now we have to fill this blank. Now let us go into the documentation. So here in this documentation, you can see manage Azure OpenAI service quota. Quota is assigned to your subscription on a per region, per model basis in units of tokens per minute. So the unit is tokens per minute or TPM. And if you further read through here, you can find that 6 RPM is 1000 TPM. So what is RPM? RPM is requests per minute rate. So 6 requests per minute is equal to 1000 tokens per minute. Let us note this down. So as per the documentation, 6 requests per minute is equal to 1000 tokens per minute. Now going back to the documentation. So here, this is how we create the model. We have to provide the deployment name, model, and here we adjust the tokens per minute rate if you're using the UI to create the model. But in our case, we are using the ARM template. So here, if we further read through, here we can see the request body. So what are the parameters to pass? One is SKU, the resource model definition representing SKU, and then there is the parameter capacity. So the type is an integer and it represents the amount of quota you are assigning to the deployment. So note this, the parameter is capacity and it represents the amount of quota you are assigning to the deployment. And what is capacity? A value of 1 equals 1000 tokens per minute. So 1 capacity is 1000 tokens per minute and a value of 10 equals 10k tokens per minute. So let us note this down. 1 capacity is equal to 1000 tokens per minute. Let us get back into the whiteboard and note it down, which is 1 capacity is equal to 1000 tokens per minute. This indirectly means that 6 requests per minute is equal to 1 capacity. So 6 RPM is equal to 1 capacity. Now in our question, we need 600 requests per minute. So how many capacity do we need? That is what we have to figure out. So if 6 RPM is 1 capacity, how much capacity is 600 RPM? So to find this out, this is what we do. 600 into 1 divided by 6 which is 100. So 600 RPM is equal to 100 capacity. So if 6 RPM is one capacity, 600 RPM is 100 capacity. Now back to the documentation. The parameter we have to pass is capacity. And we found out that we have to give 100 capacity to get 600 requests per minute. Now let us get back into the question. So here the parameter is capacity and the value is 100. So to get approximately 600 requests per minute, the capacity should be 100. So the correct answer is option C, capacity 100. If you find this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content. Thank you.